musical expression of both old school composers and the new wave composers with the aim of investing in studying the work of legends and giving it an interpretation that speaks to the audience of today. Well, that's pianist, producer and session musician, there we go, Luyanda Madope's latest project titled Connecting Generations. Madope has partnered with three horn players, Linda Sikhakhane, Sthembiso, Bhengu and Senzo, Ngcobo, known as H3 on the project. Well, the pianist who needs no introduction joins us now, and next to him to talk about connecting generations is Linda Sikhakhane, who's a young South African-born saxophonist and composer. Gentlemen, good morning. How are you guys doing? Linda, let's start with you. I mean, what is connecting generations? What are we talking about here?
We're talking about connecting generations musically, playing music of our masters, but being played by young people, and also celebrating young composers as well. So that's the whole
Luyanda,
project.
what's the inspiration behind it? Why did you guys decide to embark on this project?
Oh, we were supposed to do a gig. We were booked for a gig, but now we wanted to come with something interesting.
Right.
And we look at the state of South African music, the way our society has changed, and the songs that resonate with people.
Right.
So I approach H3. I say, guys, I'm thinking of this concept. How about we attack some of these songs from the female composers and the male composers, but young and old. That's why we have songs like on the record we do Transformers Wise song, and we also do Fairfago music, Makoy Mkhobata, Prince Lingwasa, and some Zamajob, and some composers like we played a song of Sakile Simani, who's from the Eastern Cape, a great trumpet player. So the idea is to try and bring these songs that moves us, but now on a different spin, like these new arrangements. It's fresh.
Yeah.
It's fresh. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about all these creatives and how do you then select the music, Linda? How do you then decide who goes, like all these old school composers into this new? How do you then decide?
I mean, it's not really hard to decide because we really have a huge South African songbook. So whatever comes in mind, you know, it's just that.
Okay, so there's a single out, I believe.
Yes.
All right, tell us a little bit about that.
The single is a song written by Butfeya Fago. He wrote it for his forefathers who happened to be from Zimbabwe, a place called Ngweru. So that's the connection with that music.
Yeah.
So when we were supposed to play a gig for that mate, and then he sends me the chart, and then I love the song, and I'm like, okay. The first time we rehearsed with the guys is one of the first songs that we tackled, and it's beautiful. It's one of the singles that we released, and people are loving it and getting so much response, and he's happy, we are happy, everybody's, you know.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about, so it's H3 is Luyanda, who else is part of the
group? The idea is to on stage, normally we have even Tlale is part of the recording, and we have singers that are featured on the record, like Zoe Mudicha, Titi Lozipos, Pam Dlalos, Kevin Maduna, and the band members is Tendai Shock on bass and Spelero Mazibugo on drums. That's like the core, with me and H3. We have Spelelo and Shocks. And then other people, and Tunzi Mfubu is playing flute and alto saxophone. So it's a connection of different energies, you know. Like when we play with Tlale, he's the guy who's like, hey, chill. I know it's your concept, but hey, I'm here. So that bridge, that connecting generations for us works well.
And how soon can we expect, Linda, a full album? And how far is that process? There's a single out, but where are you guys now as we stand?
Well, with the album, we've recorded the whole album.
Right.
It has been mixed and mastered. So I'll just say, just keep your ears on the ground.
What are the highlights, though, of being part of this project for you and working with all these creatives?
I mean, for me, it is so special because, I mean, we feed from each other, you know. I mean, we are amongst great musicians playing great music. So it really helps you to grow and like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting for me.
For you, Luyanda, seeing this, so it was an idea, and then now it's become this entire album. I mean, what are the highlights of that?
I mean, the highlight is to work with these musicians, talented guys from they are from UKZN,
Yeah.
you know, and the new talent that is in Johannesburg now. You hear on the record, you hear there's so many things that you're gonna hear like, okay,
Yeah.
this is and these musicians are graduates,
Yeah.
you know, talent and education. So we are preaching talent and education. So yeah, it's exciting.
But why do it though? Why decide to connect these generations, old school and youngsters? I mean, why? Why do you want to do that?
You know, sometimes music fades.
Yeah.
You know, people, you know, like you hear a song now and then 2 years, the song is gone. And that song helped a lot of people. Like we go through a lot of stuff with, you know, life generally in the country. And these songs, they inspire us, you know, so we need to keep, you know, pushing our works per se and saying, hello, this is our music.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the highest level that we can do so that the world can hear what South Africa has.
Yeah.
You know, because we have to tell the story of South Africa to the world.
Linda, what makes the South African jazz scene exciting at the moment? I was talking to somebody who was saying, you know, these youngsters are bringing something to the scene that it makes it doesn't take away from what it sounds like, but it's exciting at the moment. What for you has turned it around?
For me, it's just the energy around. You know, a lot of young cats are coming up and producing great music. And of course, we can thank the elders who have paved the way. So it's like the tunnel is just clear for us.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. New projects are coming out. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
For you, Luyanda, I mean, what makes the scene so exciting at the moment?
It's a vibe, man.
Yeah.
It's vibing. It's vibing. It's very exciting because, you know, when we represent our music to people who come to the country, they know what we're about.
Yeah.
You know, the sound and the education, because I love the side of education because back in the day, we didn't document some of this stuff. You know what I mean? We've got Linda, Linda is an arranger alone. It's Pelelo is an arranger. Everybody. There's composers. So we get to play how they think. Because when we attack somebody's composition, you have to dig deep and say, what's going on here? And we understand that. So it's challenging in those ways, but it's exciting. It's
all right, so before I let you go, when is your performance at the Orbit?
Oh, we're performing on Wednesday on the 29th.
All right, what time?
8 o'clock.
Okay,
8 o'clock sharp.
Connecting Generations there. You heard it in Braamfontein. Connecting Generations. All right, let's take a quick ad break or back after this, and then they'll play us out on SABC 2. Stay with us.